All right, we're at hole 3, Briar Creek Country Club. It's a par 5, bare left, kind of a dog leg left. And I want to show you guys today how to hit that fairway finder. Now, I'm more of a Jordan Spieth golfer. My drives are kind of spontaneous sometimes. I, I like to think of myself as someone who can make par from pretty much anywhere as long as we're in play. But I got houses on my left, houses on my right. I got a road on my right. I have fairway bunkers. What do we do? Why am I even holding a driver, right? I even put my cart in the way potentially. What is the go-to safety shot to make sure that you're in play? It starts with your tee height. So I want to get a nice low tee, and I'm going to basically swing this driver like I would swing my 3-wood without going into the ground. I want something where I'm not going to hit the ball as hard as I can freaking try. I'm not looking to land it as far as my longest drive has ever gone. What I want to do is play my natural shot shape without putting too much of a band-aid on it. What I mean by that, if you hit a slice normally, I wouldn't aim so far left to guarantee that it goes in the fairway. It's just going to overcompensate the swing. Same if you have hooks. So my natural shot shape, or my miss, let's say my miss is probably going to be a hook. I don't want that. So I'm going to make sure that I don't fly forward with my hands. It typically happens when I'm trying to hit it hard. So I still did draw it, but I didn't hook it. It's in play, and I got a good shot for my second shot on a par 5. I started to want to go over shots that you guys don't typically practice. So 70 yards, uphill, what are we using? What are we doing? How do we do it? I got a 54-degree wedge for myself. I got a good amount of green to work with. What I absolutely have to make sure of is that I have a stable base. Technically, sand is not a stable surface. So I got to dig in. I got to have a firm footing. Two things I don't want to do in a bunker. One, throw my hands at it and dip behind it, trying to lift it up. And two, really pick my chest up to go after it on the way down. So can't do either of those things. I need to make a normal swing as if I was off of grass. What I'm going to do personally, I like putting the ball a little bit back of middle in my stance, so not toward the back foot, but definitely a little on the right side of middle to make sure that I make solid contact. Ball first contact, that is huge. So I'm definitely going to accelerate through the ball. And like I said, the ball's going to be a little behind my stance. I got a nice firm footing. I'm dug in. And then to me, the sand doesn't exist. Hitting a normal shot. Make sure you go get your pars. I am at Briar Creek Country Club in Raleigh, North Carolina on hole number 2. And I'm staring down an ugly 40-yard shot over a bunker. And I've gone over it in previous videos. So I'm going to refer you back to getting the chest through, fixing that follow through shot, trying to take the legs out of it. I don't want my hands or my arms to take over in these situations. I want to trust that my torso can rotate through and have the buttons of my shirt beat my hands to the ball. So the only thing that's really going to manipulate things here is ball placement, 1, and 2, how involved are my wrists and arms. So I'm going to have a nice narrow stance. I've already looked up at the green, walked up there and saw that it was uphill and I had some green to work with. So I certainly want to be below the hole. The other thing is that just because it's 40 yards doesn't mean I'm trying to hit it 40 yards. More importantly, I'm thinking about, in my practice swing, the feel I want to create when I'm here. I'm not thinking about the 30, 35 yards more than I'm thinking about getting the chest through the ball. So that's my practice swing feel. Not using so much legs, keeping the chest through the ball, get my aim point, and do it. And that's how you make your par.